Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Taste Jamaican now with Ketchup Vibe jerk sauce.
Our signature jerk sauce is a bold blend of sweet heat, Jamaican herbs.
How that jerk sauce taste, Charlie? Nice. yeah. That Ketchup Vibe sauce.
This is Dan Woods. I'm going to represent the Ketchup Vibe. A whole heap of sauce out there. But we have the better vibe. Ha!
Wagwan. Honesty. Una catch a vibes. Catch a vibes, jerk sauce, people. Yeah, man. Hold on, you know, say me I go put. Hold on, let me put. Una hear me, people? Are you hearing? Are you hearing? Una hear what go on? All right, loud and clear. So catch a vibe. Let me see if I can put in a chat the link on the can. Hey, New York. If you have something for advertise, you can always link me in, and this goes to everybody else in the chat, you know. If you don't need things for hold on, let me put the link in the chat right now. All right, that is the link. So, folks, Orlando Bennett, we have been communicating, and he seems to be having some challenges logging on. All right, so just go on, catch our vibes, quick, catch our vibes real quick. So, you can go start out. Yeah, man, hey, and I get it, man. Catch our vibes. So, me send the link there. People, this is a public announcement. If you have something that you want to advertise, you can always contact the coach's desk. Understand? Objectivity, it can use for both. That's the beauty about it. It can be used for both. It can be used for cooking. All right, all on the forward and now, people. So, all right. So, you're hearing me, right, Orlando? You're hearing me? Just nod if you hear me. Are you hearing me? All right, hold on. So, I'll go through the preamble, people, because we have to introduce the boss real good enough. All right, good. So, him say my here. So, viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us in another one here on the coach's desk. We appreciate you being here, and we have multiple character medalists, world junior medalist, and also freshly minted Tokyo 25 World Athletics Championship silver medalist, Orlando Bennett from the Racers Track Club. I want you to put your hands together, people, and welcome Orlando Bennett. But before I put him in center stage, you know, say Orlando have my name though. Yeah, man. I want to be named that, but I'm not telling you now which one. Orlando Bennett, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. You hear me clearly?
Yes, man, I hear you clearly. So
Alright,
I must
cool.
apologize to the viewers for the delay in start. Part of it was my fault. I was locked in a meeting, and I asked Orlando for an additional time, and he obliged. So first and foremost, we have to respect him for that. And also, he had some challenges getting on, so we sorted it out, and he's now on. No false start, Juras. You talk about, man. You see, man have a medal. What kind of false start you talk about? So Orlando, again, welcome. You said thanks for having you on the program. Your first time on the coach's desk. We appreciate that. And how was your day? What sort of day you had today? You hearing me?
Not
Oh, okay.
much. Mostly in the off season now. So yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay.
Mostly off season now, so just did some light jogging at the track. Mostly just chill in the days, watching some TV, playing games. Nothing much.
All right. Which game you play? Cause I think say me want book one of no athlete pan a game, you know. FIFA or Call of
FIFA.
Duty. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm not
Cool.
really a Call of Duty type, but FIFA, yeah.
All right, cool. So we have to go link up and we play some FIFA. Well, Xbox or PS.
Play on PlayStation.
All right, so we have to go link up. And people may come
Yeah,
tell you
man.
know if him beat me or me beat him, you know. All right, so let's get right into it, Orlando. For me on this channel, we don't we say interviews, but we like to have like a conversation. You understand? We don't like the interview because that kind of formal, even though we try as best as possible to be formal, but we want you to have a relaxed conversation. I understand. So firstly, tell
Yeah,
us
man.
who is Orlando Bennett, where it all started for you, where track and field is concerned.
Ah, Orlando Bennett started out Golden Spring Primary School. That's up in the hills of St. Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Back then I didn't really know what it was like to have a spikes. So we would run barefooted on the red track stadium. That was before they changed it to the blue color and then to this color. So yeah, Golden Spring wasn't really one of those top athletes in primary school like a Christopher Taylor or Tyreek Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, at most I just got to run the relay, and we came like fifth or sixth. So nothing major.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward to Calabar. Interestingly, I didn't go to Calabar for track and field. I actually passed for Calabar to pursue my education, and I was just there one day. They have this rule that you can't not participate in an activity. So I had one activity already that was Tourism Action Club, and they said I needed one more.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just walking around, and then I just saw the track team, doing training on the corridor because it was raining. Now, bear in mind, in high school, I was like this big nerd. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it at that time, Michael O'Hara was the biggest thing in high school. And I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even know who Michael O'Hara was, who Donkey Man was. I didn't even know Calabar was famous for track and field. That's
Interesting.
that's yeah, that's how bad it was. So um started out in grade 7, you know, just wanted to get some muscle, some abs, I was very skinny, and they tend to pick on me, so I wanted to get,
Yeah.
a little bit buff, but it didn't really work out because I live in the hills, training finished late. So my dad was like, you have to put it up. So I had just stopped. Fast forward now to ninth grade. I said, all right, let me just give it a try. And I spoke to the people on the track team, and interestingly, interestingly, after I spoke to them and I started training and things, very slow, very very slow. Um, like the class 3 athletes, class 4 athletes was beating me in everything. So I was horrible. Tried long jump, almost hurt myself because I jumped off the board and my back barely went into the sand. Like I was this close to the concrete. And the jump coach was like, no, no, no. So I was like, what can I do? These guys are faster than me. And I saw hurdles. And I saw this guy faster than me run through the hurdles, trip, fall, and then I saw the next person run past him. So, I'm a thinker. I use my brain. I'm like, all right, you might be faster than me, but if you're not clean, then, I might stand a chance. So, yeah, training. At that time, they said, like, you have to make the team, right? So this October, fast forward to December, GC faster. Ran at 200, ran my heart out. They said, all right, we'll keep you until champs. At that time, I was running 19 seconds over the hurdles.
Wow.
That's how
pedestrian.
Yeah. That's how slow I was. So but I kept on, even though the times was really bad, I kept on cutting down to 17, 16, and I reached 15. But Calabar is the creme de la creme of track and field. So, I was still at the back of the pack. And when it fast forward to Champs Camp now, when you hear the guys talk about Champs Camp, it's like a hotel luxury type thing. So it's either you make the team or you don't make the team. And then one day I was studying technical drawing, walking with my T-square, and my folder. So I didn't have like shoes and Puma gears or anything like that. So before I got the nickname Roundhead, they used to call me Marina Man, because every day I go to training, I'm always in this white marina. Yeah, just in the dirt doing abs, everything. So it's all right, Marina Man. So going up onto the bus, and at the time there was this lady called Mel, and she was like, hold on there, let me check the list, see if your name up on the list. I was like, yeah man, my name up on the list, man. My coach said you might keep me and carry me up on the cap. Same coach now, Craig Sewell.
Yeah.
And
but hold on,
said,
he was at the primary school with you too, right? That you went?
No. Just
Okay.
high school.
Just high school, okay.
Yeah, so she was like, they're on the list, And I said, no man. Yeah. At that time, Calabar trained at stadium. We didn't have the track yet.
Yeah,
So
I remember that.
She was like, no man, step to the side, man. We'll talk to you after. And then the coach didn't come, and I was just there standing up, and then the bus door closed, the rain started fall, the bus driveway. It's like a sad scene. I was walking by myself, looking up, and then I almost cried, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show you something. So that year I was like a stick man, right? I remember I was running 19. That summer, normally you go summer, some people go swimming, climb trees.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that. I did like 300 abs every day, push-ups. Get a piece of zinc and nail up in my doorway. And I was just running through the hallway, straight through the door, over the zinc, and over.
Hurdling, right?
Hurdling through the zinc.
Wow.
At one point, I even touched down too fast and I have a scar right behind my foot, even to this day, from that zinc. So when I came back the next year, he was like, "What your name?" I said, Orlando Bennett, I was here last year. I said, no, Orlando never so thick and strong.
Yeah.
So when I came back, I was a totally different person. So my times started chopping down tremendously until Michael Stevens and Dejo Russell started to see me as a threat. And interestingly, that year, they've been running that champs for years. So they're like, yeah, little youth, him not gonna do nothing. Him just a run a 1-2 fast time. And then
Yeah.
boom, Calabar track meet. Right behind Dejo Russell, second place. So, remember I've been there before,
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, you were always going to Calabar? I was like, yes.
So that was a summer transformation.
Yeah, so it was like really crazy. Like I went from like really slim to like thick and strong. So at one point I was like running off the abs program and everything. Like, you have the class one, at least I normally do that, and that's how strong I got. So yeah, Calabar track meet, they were like, some people were like, no, we've never seen it before. I was like, all right, just leave it alone, and that season, me, Michael, Dejour was at like, if it's not Dejour beating me, it's only Michael is either third, second, and it came down to runoff for champs.
Yeah.
I remember that I've never made a team before. So we line up, me, Michael, Dejour. I'm still thick, but Michael and Dejour is bigger than me.
Yeah.
So either way, I'm still the small person in the scenario. And at that time, Michael was doing 100, 4x1, the fast events. And I ran, but I got nervous. Choke came third in the runoff. And he was like, don't pressure yourself, man. You didn't go and good enough, but me just get myself together. And I was like really torn up. But then he was one of those athletes that was like so fast that they needed him for each event. So 100, 4x1. So there was like, all right. One of the coaches, along with Sewell and Michael Clark, his name is Mr. Haas, Omar Haas. He was like, give the youth a shot. And he said, big uproar. Little youth to come on, left champs in our hands, and and I was like, really seems like Wayne can do. No, he was like, no man, give you a try, man. I said, all right, cool. Go at champs now. I'm excited and thing. The mirror, they put my marks and I say, all right, go. That's a champs camp every single day, just assimilate the race.
Yeah.
And when it came to champs day, class 2, first time I'm being in the stadium. First time I'm seeing, at that time, champs was champs. Like the moment you come out the tunnel, once you're in green and black, they're cheering you on.
City lock.
Low noise and everything. So I was like, yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. Can't disappoint these people, So go off, run. I was like, third, get a medal. So from there, just that hunger and spark just would basically say engulf me. And then from that, it was just, I found the formula, every summer. Well, not the zinc, but
then push up.
Push up, the abs, the hip work. And then from that, I just became stronger, became faster. A lot of people didn't know that I was responsible for Toward the Queen and House with Deja Russell when I was at Calabar. So
Yeah,
ever
man.
since I've started Calabar, I don't know what it's like to lose a champs for 7 years straight.
Yeah,
I was a
yeah.
part of that match, and then you know, World Juniors year ran 13 flat, second fastest time for Jamaica at the time. 12.99 beat me. Went to World Junior, came second, and then the big problem came where it was like, what's next? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then people were like, go overseas, go MVP. You can't stay with your coach, you're crazy. And I was like, all right, cool. I had already explored some options for overseas, but I don't know if it was fate, the subjects that I did. Because I was still doing school, I was still getting my
Yeah,
subjects, still pass,
Mm-hmm.
still everything, but most of my subjects were construction based. So we call them building subjects.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
the schools didn't take that. They say you have to have a social science and all sorts of things. So they basically told me I had to go to a JUCO or NIA,
Juka.
then
Yeah.
transition to a D1. I was like, no. So got a contract with Puma, and I say, I actually, funny story, I actually went to MVP, and I was like, I will train here, but my coach have to come with me.
That's
When I
that's so
tell,
much. That's so much you believe in your coach.
yeah, that when I tell people that story, they're like, "You're crazy. You're going to
Yeah,
go create Stephen Francis and Paul Francis and tell him that you
that
want to
can't
carry
work.
a high school coach." So I say, all right, I said to myself, all right, cool. We will take the hard route. We will do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? Started pro level, 13.9, 13.7, 13.6. Stop, evaluate, check back. Cause one thing with me, I'm a thinker. You get
Mm-hmm.
me? I see things like a puzzle. So I'm like, I need to fix this, need to fix that. 13.5. And then it came to trials. Made the finals. This is my first senior trials. And they were like, 19, nervous. And then in my head I was like, Parchment, McLeod. I've never beaten these people before. It would be nice to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the gun went off and I just moved. And that year I ran 13.27 to make my first senior team, 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That year Parchment came fourth. And people were like, who is this little youth? Beat the great Hansel Parchment. And at that time, I didn't know I beat Parchment. I just knew that I wanted to win. You get what I'm saying? And going into Doha, I think I was just glad to be there. You know that feeling?
That youthful
19,
exuberance.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
19, you make your first team, and you're like, uh, you know, just run. If I have nothing to lose. So that year, I would really consider it a disappointment. But then after that, COVID struck, 2020,
Mm-hmm.
2021. So established athletes, world champ, semi-finalists. People see you run 13.2, so they're gonna be like, they know what to expect. And that year, COVID really did me bad because I had nowhere to train. I had to be jumping fences to get to a track, even tearing my shorts, like nowhere to train at all. I got a hamstring injury that year, and then the following season I got a adductor injury, 2021. So it was really a dark period. But you have a contract, so you have to fulfill the contract. Went to the trials, ran, came fifth. After I came fifth, I was like, devastated. You get what I'm saying? I was like, you know, my contract was about to finish, but I was like, I came out here, put in some effort, they're gonna keep me, you know. Fast forward next season, no contract. And I was like, damn, this
Serious thing,
game
man.
is cold.
Yes, man.
Yeah, so that's when it hit me 2022. A lot of people don't know that I actually went through 2022 without a contract. Oregon year. So
But what gave you the drive though? You know, because I heard you mention that you went to MVP and you wanted to bring your high school coach. And like you mentioned several times, some of these club coaches and some of these other coaches, they don't believe that the high school coaches have the requisite knowledge and they're astute enough to actually, prepare an athlete. What gave you the drive without a sponsorship? And at, was there any given point in time that you thought about dropping that coach?
no, definitely not. Because if I did drop him, would be in the sense where I had to go to a college, then I would understand that the journey ended and so forth. But if you can work with somebody from 19 seconds and then get to 13 flat, there must be something that the person is doing right. So that's what I was looking at. This person knew me from I was nothing, and learn what I needed to do, what the strength were that I needed, the technical aspect, and he got me to the second fastest time in Jamaican history at the time, and a world under 20 silver medalist. So I mean, that's results. You get what I'm saying? And I know that when you go into a new program, if you don't have somebody that actually knows how your body works, then it's like you're starting the process all
All
over
over.
again.
Yeah.
And
And it's going to take years too.
if you should check the statistics, most of the times when I go to a national trials, if I'm not injured, I'm always one of the major factors going into the trials.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? I've
Mhm.
done it against a Levy, I've done it against a McLeod, Parchment, Broadbell,
Broadbell.
Tyler Mason.
Mhm.
So it's clear that my coach Craig Sewell knows what he's doing. But at the time, I just had the intuition, the belief that this person has an understanding, and I was also looking at the factor that you've had so many successful hurdlers coming through Calabar over the years. You must have a great understanding of hurdling. Most of the times when Calabar are in hurdles and they dominate, Alex Robinson, Deja Russell, LaFrance Campbell, Michael O'Hara, Orlando Bennett, like he's the hurdles coach that
Yeah,
has
yeah.
helped them all over. So you must have a great understanding. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, if we can get the money, then we can work. Didn't make the team 2022, 2021, 2020, 2021. 2022 went to Oregon, elated. It's more like a relief.
Mhm.
Like must can make some money now. And make a team, but the results at the end of the season was still the same as 2019. Bear in mind it was a different year, but still the same. And yeah, it's nice making a team, but just going to the semifinals, it doesn't really make you that marketable as an
Mhm.
athlete. You get what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So yeah, no contract, went, didn't make the final, walking back in the tunnel, almost cried because I'm like, you know, it's hard. After Tokyo trials, actually, I went to Racers Track Club. So that's when I joined Racers Track Club with my coach
Mhm.
to be with Glenn Mills. And it was a great factor that Coach Mills was like, you know, my friend at the time, Michael, well, my friend now, he was training at the time at Racers. He recently left. Michael Silver knew Coach Mills, and he introduced me, and that's where I actually got the connection with Coach Mills. So 2022, It was a hard season as well, but I did get a lifeline, did get a contract. So 2023, I said, all right, work. Same coach, got faster, and then another trials. That's when I came third, I think. That's when I came third in front of Tyler to make the team.
Yeah. I remember that trials.
Yeah, and I was like, did I catch him? And turns out I did catch him, but it's like after you keep on doing something over and over and over, and you keep on making a team, it's like for some people it's like the greatest deal. Don't get me wrong, it's a stepping stone. But if you don't capitalize on making a team, then basically what's the point? So after I made the team, had a rough time in Europe. I mean, I had some falling out with my manager, and I had seek assistance from someone else. Say they had races, and I was going through this hard period where the person gave me so much information but was very misleading. So I was walking to the track every single day, 30 minutes to 30 minutes back, no masseuse. So the condition was terrible. And so when I went to Worlds, even though I did well, mentally you're defeated, physically, you're going through so much. It did work out. Semifinals, almost cried. Manager had a meeting, dropped me. So no manager, I had to get a new manager. And then rock bottom. I'm telling you, this is when I started thinking about getting a career in something else.
Okay.
Yeah, started to say, all right, let me think now. I have my diploma. If I should work on a site, then how much money will I make for this month? They say, you're a rookie, so at best, 120,000. I was like,
So you really did that thing, boy, if you go swing the bucket?
No, I would have been a manager. So
yeah, we know, man.
That's
That's
watching. So yeah, think about becoming a soldier. Them say, yeah, man, you're young, just enroll, man. You have a degree, so you can go in as an officer. Officer. All right. Them say, you get about 180 a month, man. I said, that don't sound bad still. But family, friends. That's that year. I met my now fiance, and she was like, "Just rough it out, man."
Yeah.
So I said, all right, cool. 2023 going to 2024. The same manager that I had a falling out with, I had to pay him this big long, basically what I had owed him for the season where I didn't have a contract. And so even though I did get a contract, it was really like a big deal because so money was an issue. I'm not even gonna pretty it up or anything. Money was an issue. So I knew this doctor through my fiance, Dr. Michelle Holt. She worked at the ministry. I think it's Ministry of Labor, and she does this farmer program. And she talked to her, and she's a sports person. She used the Jamaica Hockey Federation. So she was like,
yeah,
I'm all about sports people. So she's like, it's a morning work still, but you can't come. So from October to when was trials? July?
Yeah.
From October straight to May, I was working from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Coming off work 2 p.m. Reach home 2:30. Get a nap for like 30 minutes to an hour. Go to training 4. Mind sharp. Training at Racer starts at 3:30. So I'm already behind. finish by 6 o'clock. Most of the times I'm training by myself. When I finish 6 o'clock, we normally gym in the morning. So on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have to go to the gym after training at 7. So after 7, when I finish, I reach home like 10 p.m. Eat dinner, go to sleep, wake up 5 o'clock again. I repeated that cycle from October go straight to May. Believe me when I tell you that it is not easy.
So 8 months of grueling.
And I was doing data entry work, speaking to 100 people a day, putting in data entry, and it's a medical facility. So, you can't mess up with the person's medication and those type of stuff. Many days I'm there working, and I'm just typing, and then I blank out. Because I still have to train hard, still doing the 300s, still doing the 350s, some 500s, still training hard every single day. And most times I have to be grateful that they actually admire me as an athlete, because most of the times I did make a few mistakes in the system, and they were like, better you just take a nap, tell us when you want to take a nap. And it was hard, man. And then that year was my last straw. I was like, okay, soldier, contractor. If tracks don't work,
I've done the rock back one.
Yeah, because you can't just keep on a train and rack up the bills. And so I came to the trials, and this Paris trials is the first time like I really like changed my mindset. I said, I'm tired of making semis. Time to go for a final.
But pause on the trials, because that final was one of the toughest and closest finals I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean,
because is it you? Is it Parchment? Is it Broadbell? And you guys were held for almost 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was. Well, in my opinion, I thought I won, but they gave him the win. So I mean, I just took the second place. But believe me, that year was. I wouldn't say every year I do run with like an all or nothing drive, but normally in hurdles, if you hit a hurdle, you feel it. In that race, I felt nothing. Like when the gun went off, it was almost like someone else was running for me.
Cause your eyes were on the prize.
Yeah, it was hunger, determination. I was like, even if I hit a hurdle, like they have to reach the line before me to win. So yeah, after that trials, I was like, Parchment 1290 PR, Broadbell 1294, 1293 PR. So so 1 second.
Yeah, man. People, this is a very, very interesting story. Listen, these are the things that we want to hear. The adversities that the athletes would have pretty much gone through to reach where they are at the moment. And Orlando's story is truly one of those stories that you can really put in a book. Yeah, man, it's very, very, very interesting. You talk about determination, you talk about guts. We used to tell some of our athletes when we were training them, no guts, no glory. You understand? So this is a phenomenal story. You understand? So continue.
Sorry,
man, we understand sometimes these things happen, man.
So yeah. The trials, I was like, Parchment 12-9, Broadbell 12-9, and I came to this self-realization that, all right, these guys are taller than me, faster than me, but when it came to the trials, we all went down on the line. So I was like, I stopped limiting myself, because sometimes I'm like, they're taller than me, so they have a better advantage. I'm shorter, so but I cancel all doubt. So going into Paris now, going into Paris now, it was like, all right, now is the time. Heat day. I'm warming up, and you know, we have a little test before we go out. Bear in mind that most of these games, my coach isn't there with me.
Isn't there? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
So he was in the stadium, but he was seeing me warming up, and you know, accidentally, the hurdles was placed at the wrong spot. So when I ran off, my lead leg went straight into the hurdle and hit the hurdle. Like I broke the hurdle in the warm up because it was too close, and I fell like on the ground, like really bad. And everybody was like, "Yo, you all right? Like you're good." And bear in mind, I was high on cataphragm, so I didn't feel that at the moment. And you know, you have this drive, you know, you're coming so far, and I was like, brush it off, you know, go out there, win the heats, come back, right leg swollen.
Mm-hmm.
I had to speak to Sean Kettle. That's one of the physios that's always on the circuit with us. He worked with Jon Blake.
Yeah.
And he was using the machine on my foot, and he was like, "All right, it's a good thing you have a few days till the semis and the finals, so you should be fine." Why? At this point, it was just fight or flight mode. Semifinals day, clear my head, you know, same cataphragm. I was like, it don't matter what happened, just run. And then I had the American Daniel Roberts right beside me. I was like, all right, you know, a Jamaican can cut off him head. You know, semi. So, you know, the fearless. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Gun went off. I was just moving. A lot of people was like, why did he slow down through the line? I didn't slow down. I ran straight through the line. It's just that it might not look like I didn't run through, but I did run through.
Yeah.
It was like finals, you know, I'm happy, you know. So I was like, all right, in the finals now.
Yeah, because people have you for possibly be on that podium. Yeah, because of how you did in the first and second round.
But I tell you what the problem is. It went all back to science.
Mm-hmm.
So I PR 1309 in the semis, and then I went home and I had to come back the next day to run. Bear in mind, my body has never been to this time before.
Yeah. That's true.
What I'm saying. So it's like my body went to like reset mode. So even though mentally I came and I was like, you know, let's get a medal. Let's make the impossible possible. My body was like, well, we did everything yesterday. So, you know, and at that time, I wasn't running as much races. So my average time was a 13.2, 13.3. So when you reach like that tired state, your body remembers its foundation time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was, so, I mean, and my aim was to make a final, not to medal.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, perspective. Either ways, made the final, big milestone. I see the impact that making a final makes. So I was like, all right. I went to school, GC Faster, after that season. I was like, let me study massage therapy. You know, study the anatomy of the body, find out how things work.
But how you did that? Tell us how you did that. Training again and I go to school. Yo, youth.
I mean,
remember I don't work, train, and then you say no because I will go to Paris. You go back to school. No,
I mean,
it was your story.
it was all about learning. It was learning, and I tend to always listen to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So knowledge, to me, knowledge is one of the greatest factors. And when you watch a Paul Francis or Steve Francis, when you watch a Glenn Mills, they have the knowledge. That's how they produce such great athletes. So I was like, okay, um, let me try and take care of my body more, see what I need to work on.
Yeah.
And even at one point, I was massaging clients, but I won't get into that.
What? Hey. So hold on. That
So,
all right, go on. We're not gonna trouble you
so,
for that one there.
started the season, terrible injury, Achilles injury. A lot of people
Whoa.
didn't know that I had a Achilles injury up to February, January. Tried PRP, then I had to go to a doctor in Germany, Muller, to actually, look at me. And, the season started. Then Grand Slam, got I got beaten bad, like really bad. And people were like, 13-6.
Yeah, man. Me not gonna lie. People them come at you.
Yeah, and they were
Come at
like,
you this season. Me not lie. They must say,
mm,
where you up to?
yeah, they were like, Orlando look really bad.
Yeah,
And
man.
then bear in mind that I know what's going on. I know that I basically did all of my off season um training in pain, like running in pain,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really gruesome. Like nothing helped. I ice, I heat, like all the knowledge I had, even when I put it towards the injury, it basically just eased up for like an afternoon, and then it was back at it again. So Grand Slam started getting running. I was like, okay, I can run now. You get what I'm saying? I can actually hurdle better. So I was like to my coach, we need to just get the races, keep running fast, get some momentum. So I got some diamond leagues in, got some meets in. And then interestingly, fast forward to trials. After I won the trials, I had I had left in that week to go and run some races, and got beaten again, 13-5, 13-4s. But remember, I told you, consistency, learning the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you just learn how to start cooking rice and you burn it the first time, and then like you add a little bit of this, and the rice comes out good. That's like track and field. So running more, getting better, and it's like I'm running with all these athletes and I'm doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Bear in mind, a lot of people seen me coming like fifth, sixth. In China, I came like eighth when Cordell ran the 12-8. And people were like, Bennett,
Okay, you have to go sit down,
yes,
cause what
yeah,
kind of running them there?
questionable. But
Yeah.
we know what we know. And then,
So was it a situation where it was an incremental build up from you and your team in terms of peaking at the right time again for the chat? Because we talk about trials, you won trials, run fast, and then you have to probably reload again to unload again. So it was that the sort of thing, because I mean double peak is kind of difficult for some
I mean,
coaches,
it speaks to like I said to you, the coach understanding the athlete,
Mm-hmm.
and then also the athlete working on their confidence and knowing that, all right, trusting the process. Because after trials, I was like, okay, I ran 13-10, and knowing in myself I didn't have the cleanest race, so I knew that I could go faster. And so I'm not gonna lie to you, it can be frustrating because when you're running with these Americans and other athletes, they're running fast like from early, and even when I ran at the Diamond League final, I ran like 13-3. I think I came like second to last, and they were gone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, even though you know that you're not ready, you're not in shape, you want to make the money, but you still want to give a good account of yourself, and I got over the frustration, spoke to my manager, spoke to my fiance, and they were like, the aim is worlds. That's what my coach told me.
Mm-hmm.
The aim is worlds. The aim is to get a medal. So I was like, fine. Went to the training camp, fix a few things, change my blocks, did a little bit of gambling, and then interestingly, when I actually peaked, I was running up on the hurdle. I was like,
Wow, get faster.
like this has never happened before. So he told me to do the adjustments. We did the adjustments, and the heat. It was new to me because normally I get out fast and then maintain, but this time I wasn't. I was reacting, but I wasn't getting as fast to the hurdle as what I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
So the athletes were leaving me, but I noticed by the fourth or fifth
Or
hurdle,
fifth early, yeah. I noticed that too.
I was catching up to them. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that was the heat. Semi-final, same blocks. Got out, me and the Spanish athletes playing tug of war through the race, hands hitting. And I was like, so you really think I'm going to work so hard and let you stop me? By the seventh hurdle, I just put one hard swing. And then I just go forward and beat them out. I was like, that was close, but
Yeah.
finals. See Tyler run 13-1-2. I was like, no man. I can do the same blocks, but my mind was like, carry it up a little bit,
So you made the adjustment for the finals again.
Again.
Yo, I really gamble as I say, no?
Because it's like it's one race.
Mm-hmm.
It's either you get it right or you don't get it right.
For real.
And it turns out I have gotten it wrong a lot of times, so I haven't made the finals a lot of times. So I'm like, I think I have an understanding of what to do, what not to do. I still haven't fully figured it out yet. I mean, but the finals, it was just, they would call it lion mentality, Calabar.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You just going out there, you just blood in your eyes, you just want the race to start. And then I would be lying if I told you I was conscious during the race. Like once the race went off, it was just muscle memory, drive. I could even say it was just God. I just ran, But I can't remember the seventh or eighth hurdle. I saw Cardell pulling away a little bit too much. And I was like, try and catch him. I didn't catch him, but when he went through the line, I hear Tyler go, ah! After the race, I was like, Tyler, you good? You hurt yourself? He was like, no, man. Me I run and me see how forward again. So, PTSD, him noticed him run because he was in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And he just saw the flash of yellow.
Yeah.
Fishing with him. So he was like, grab on onto something. And I'm really happy that he medal and I medal with him, because over the years, I mean, we've been battling it out from just starting pro, even the small track meets. It's me and him at it. Sometimes
because you guys used to train the same place at races, right?
Well, not.
Or you weren't there that time.
No. He was at race, but not in my time. But he's a cool person. Eva Hansen is a cool person. One of like my mentors. I train with him sometimes in the off season, and even when I'm on the circuit this year, he was like, focus, get the job done. So after the race, people were like, why you don't celebrate? I was like, I was tired. That sense of relief, like finally,
Finally.
5 years down the line, you finally get this medal, and it has finally worked out. And at one point I was lying down trying to cry, but no tears.
I can imagine, but something must happen when it was time to go and get that medal, the medal ceremony.
Yeah, it was surreal.
What happened there?
I'm not gonna lie, it was almost like, it was like a dream. I'm on the podium and I'm getting the medal, and even though it wasn't our anthem, it was like I'm the second best in the world. For 2025, no one can take that away from me.
Yeah.
Like even in the future to come, I'm always gonna be in the history book as a
Yeah.
world silver medalist, Tokyo 2025. And I don't know, to me it was just like a major achievement, and it was like all the days where I'm training by myself, and all the days where I'm coming from work tired in the traffic, going home just to get like a 15-minute nap to go to training. All the days where I'm driving home wondering, should I continue track? Should I stop? Was it just a small thing that I just made it this far? Because remember, I didn't initially plan to do track and field. It was just, it was just an instinct thing. So I mean, I was just grateful, I'm still grateful. People are like, you don't show it, you don't, but it's like when you're in this frozen state where everything is just flashing in front of you and you're just seeing everything and you're like, wow. But at the same time, it's like, no, you're a target. You understand? No, you're a silver medalist. No, people expect good things of you. No, the younger persons are going to see you as a threat. So it's like, yeah, I enjoy the moment, but I'm just waiting to get back to work.
So how did you celebrate it though? Coming back to Jamaica.
I mean,
how did you celebrate? Did you celebrate it over in Tokyo, or you just wait till you reach a yard and your friend them link up?
I did go to after party. I did go to after party for Worlds, but after that, when I came back to Jamaica, link up my family. We did have some games night with my friends. Just a little vibing thing. Probably, I'll go to the beach or the river or something going forward. But I've mostly been chilling. I'm doing interviews.
Of course.
I have some engagements where I'm like guest speaker. So just trying to give back, trying to see if I can motivate more athletes. Some of them might not believe in themselves. Some of them might want the extra motivation. Some of them might want to hear an inspirational story.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just trying to do some stuff to give back to Jamaica.
Yo, your story from the I to the N, it fulfilled every letter, may I tell you.
Yeah.
A big inspiration, man, may I tell you.
One of the major factors I always say is my father. Like my family on the whole, but my dad, when it comes to nutrition, maintaining my weight, doing certain exercises, like he's a major factor, and he always motivates me, and I really look up to him. So I just want to give him a special shout out.
Yeah, man, that is good. Hey, people, I came here with the notes on my phone filled with about 20 questions I have. And I put it to you that I was just scrolling through them, and the man pretty much answer every single one of them without me even asking one. Youth, your story big.
Respect, man. Respect.
Your story, listen. Now, me like tell people things when they come to me, you know. You need to write a book about this, you know. No, man, a serious thing, man. You probably need to go in a motivational speech speaker too, because this story can inspire. Because you have sometimes as athlete, you know, you go through it, right?
Yeah.
You reach a point where you felt like giving up, throwing in the towel. But there was just something on the inside burning, and you made mention of your fiance.
Yeah.
I know. Enough girls are gonna talk about go and tough it out, you know, brother. No, seriously, I know,
Yeah,
and
it's true.
not a lot of girls are gonna talk about, right, Shem? Not a lot of girls are gonna talk about tough it out. They want the glimmer and the glamour right away. So, Virgin, your story is a great story. I'm just there, just like a sponge. I taking it. I know the people them appreciate it, and these are the things that we want from athletes out there, especially the medal winners. And even if you don't win a medal, and you come back and you talk to, I mean, the fan base, because the fans, I mean, sometimes the fans give you guys a hard time, you know, because the fans always want to see victory.
It's fair, but they have to understand that being an athlete is a full time job, and when it comes to earning money, like if you're not on top of the world, or if you're not getting into these diamond leagues, sometimes if you're not winning, you're not really earning a lot of money, because when it comes to, not everybody gets like travel covered. You have to massage. I should give you an insight on my nutrition. I have like 15 cases of pills in my cabinet. I take like almost 10 pills a day.
Yeah.
I have to get a massage twice a week. Sometimes I have to see there's this place called Fast Recovery.
Yeah. That's Eddie's.
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah, man.
And it's one of the best, but I have to put aside a budget just to go there almost twice every week. I have to go to a specialist called, his name is Bradley Upchum. He's almost like a chiropractor or osteopath.
Yeah, I know I know a Brad too.
Yeah, so if you should add up everything
Yeah.
and put in the monthly expense that you have to, and we don't talk about food, we don't talk about rent, light, gas, water. So sometimes it's not that the athletes don't want to do well. It's just sometimes, circumstances, and like life itself is hard. So imagine
Doing
adding
tracks.
being an athlete, and adding to that working a regular 9 to 5. So
Yeah.
sometimes you have to give the athlete some grace and just have understanding. And even the athletes that are elite, sometimes you do everything right and things still don't work out, and that's life.
Yeah.
As
And then yeah, go ahead.
and as athletes, we ourselves have to understand that we have the fans, and Jamaica is just a tough crowd. And even though they might say stuff, you can't really take it personal, because at the end of the day, you're the one working. At the end of the day, you're the one doing this for yourself. Yes, you're doing it for your country, but Usain Bolt said that you have your friends, you have your family, you have everybody. But when you go out on that track, it's you and God alone. Get me? So they just have to understand it, and just try and be resilient.
I appreciate you even saying that too, because sometimes the athletes them hold the fans them at ransom, because the fans talk up the things or say things that might not be too nice.
Yeah.
I believe that athletes will be criticized, and they should be criticized, because sometimes it motivates them.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't like when when persons say disparaging stuff about the athletes, because you guys go through a lot in terms of training. You put your body on the line. That central nervous system is being punched in that boxing ring every single day.
And one day it might not respond.
And it might not respond one day. You get what I say? So I know and I understand myself as a coach, you know, knowing what athletes go through. So I will do my criticism, but it has to be constructive. You see me I say? And I like the fact that you understand that being in the sport, you're going to have to deal with fans. You understand?
Definitely.
So that is good. But somebody wanted to know, who is your current manager at the moment?
So I'm with Total Sports, and my manager is Jack Toussaint. If you go on the World Athletics website, you know, they have the information for all athletes. So you can look it up.
All right. So do we have any question in the chat, people, that you want to ask Orlando? He said he has the time, but for me, I know that athletes will say that, but me know the rest is important. So I don't want to overstay my welcome, but me know that the story is very, very interesting. And I really, and listen, more you tell some of your friend them, see them for forward over here.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah, man, link them, man. Who are medalists and who are not medalists, make we have a chat. Because sometimes, because the fans are not too afraid with what is happening. Because look on you say you reach a point where your Achilles gone, your adductor gone, your contract gone, but you still a push through. And not everybody can really go through a situation and a scenario like that, you know. And why you tell a friend them to come raise the fans them, man. You see what I say?
Yeah, man, I'll give them a talk for sure.
Melissa and others say that they want to see a medal. If you can grab the medal and you just push it up into the camera so them can see it. Me see the Calabar people them roll out in and a fly the green and black flag high, but that is all right. A phone night, me not say nothing. You see me I say? See, the medal is close, you know. It's just an unreach away. See the people, see the medal there, silver medal.
Light bright.
Yeah, keep it there, sir. Yeah.
And I have my name on the back.
Your name is engraved on it?
Yeah, Orlando Bennett, Jamaica, 110 meter hurdles. It's on the back.
Okay. Yeah, man. So, congrats again, man. Congrats again. I know this one is special to you. This one is special to you, man. Joan Hardware.
Hopefully, God's willing, I can get more. Joan Hardware said what?
Tell me.
Hopefully, I can get some more.
Of course. That must be the thing, man. Yes, man. So with all of this that you have done this season, I guess, like you said it earlier now, because I listened very carefully, you know, you said the young athletes are going to want to come at you now, and you pretty much have that bullseye upon your shoulder now, you know. Athletes are going to want to get at you. So how do you plan to go into next season and possibly the Olympics and World Championship? What's your plan where that is concerned?
I mean, even though next year is an off year, you know, me and my coach will have to sit down, see how best we can, you know, tailor the program to run at the meets, see what gets me fast, you know, and can get me faster. So this year is basically a year for like understanding. I don't see myself changing much, because, you know, we've been doing this for so many years, and my problem was never running fast. My problem was maintaining fast times. You know, so I actually know how to get fast. Definitely gonna work on some things. One of my aims is to dip below 13. So that's one thing I'm gonna be working on, and get some more medals and see how much longer I have in the sport. Not sure
Okay.
if I can do as long as Shelly, but yeah, we will see.
All right. But in terms of next year, we know it's not one of those big year in track and field. Commonwealth. You have any thoughts of going to the Commonwealth
Um,
game?
I'm not sure right now, but the aim is the ultimate games at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be our next long season again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
So
to be mindful how you go through it.
yeah, I would have to speak to my coach. He will we'll have a meeting and he will pencil out everything and just tell me what to do going forward.
Yeah. Objectivity is saying that how much input do you get from Coach Mills?
Oh wow. Coach Mills is a man of wisdom. You know, he always tell us about the importance of the mind. You know, believing in yourself, believing that you can push past boundaries. You know, he's always telling us about having Bolt, Blake, and when he broke the world record. You know, basically behind the scenes information, and it's actually very inspirational. You know, hearing how well Bolt was doing in training and
Mm-hmm.
the times he was running, and basically hearing the knowledge of such a great coach. You know, he basically made the two fastest men in the world. You know, and has multiple world champions. Even I would say I'm under his banner as well. So I
Mm-hmm.
would be one of his first hurdlers along with Toby. You know, because she's at races as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of input from Coach Mills, a lot of wisdom, and he's not afraid to tell you when you need to make adjustments if you're doing something wrong. Because as athletes, sometimes we tend to get comfortable, technically, and he will correct you. So great environment to be in.
Yeah, definitely. Melissa is asking if you train with civil sometimes.
I do, but Civil is not the best training partner because he's running 9-7. So I am I am no competition.
Pure spikes teeth you look fun.
I give you a scenario where I was actually running a 300, dying, and he came up beside me and was jogging and was like, "Come on, Bennett,
Yeah.
let's go." And I had to tell him, "Don't do it again." Yeah, he's jeering me, but yeah, he's the racers camp. You have the Antonio Watts oblique civils, Arnell Hughes, all those guys. Really motivates me. It's almost like we push each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
so
sounds good.
yeah, man, great.
Um, Trevor is asking if you and Toby do the workout together.
I mean, sometimes not entirely, but I won't really get into Toby's business.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, somebody I take a jibe at you, they must say your Puma up on your chest are purple and your something there. Your medal card are purple. It
Yeah,
must be a KC, man,
definitely, definitely must be a case, man. Calabar all the time, man, forever, green blood.
You think Calabar I get it right and come back anytime soon?
I think that's a speech for another day.
All right. All
But
right.
definitely, why not? I'm gonna be helping them.
Okay. But in terms of your future, you're planning on going in anything track and field in the future. Cause you say you do some massage where whatever, you seem to have a knack for nutrition on the body. You're probably therapist or even coaching. What are your thoughts on things like those?
I mean, I do have a passion for physio at the moment. Coaching, a lot of people tell me that I could be a good coach. Not sure if I have the patience with athletes, but I mean, I can definitely explore it in the future. When I'm finished with track, the sky's the limit because, track is not the center of your life anymore. So, I mean, we see where it goes. But definitely, I'm not shutting it down. Might even make a construction company. Who knows?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So sounding good. What about corporate sponsors? Since you came back home, has any of them, probably reached out to you to,
I
sponsor
mean,
Orlando Bennett?
I have my team working on it at the moment. None yet, but working on getting myself more out there, getting better media presence. A lot of people say they don't really know like my personality. Some people say they've never heard me speak. I
Mm-hmm.
give shy vibes, which I don't know about, but sometimes people don't really get to see off the camera. So I'll work on getting myself out there more and show you guys what it's like at training.
Yeah.
Show you guys what I'm like, out of my professional regime. You know, yeah. So basically, I'll work on that.
Yeah, man, definitely. Because I mean, these are things that sponsors are attracted to. You have, personality, and everybody personality can't be the same. You have to
Yeah,
just, work with what you have and try to build your own vibe and your own team can help if lift you up and put you in a very good space. So we're happy that you're going to be, doing that. You understand? And you can do the right thing. So, you can improve and increase your reach. So, more you tell the people them where they can find you on the social media, whether TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Just
I
tell the
mean,
people them.
once you type in my full name, Orlando Alex Bennett, you should find me. Instagram Orlando underscore Alex underscore Bennett. Same thing for TikTok. I do have a Facebook account. Not, I don't really go on it that much, but yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Orlando Alex Bennett, and you'll find me.
The wit wine is asking, how are you planning to market yourself now that you are a world championship medalist?
I leave that to my team. I have a marketing team, so they will basically tell me what to do. How to market myself, what sponsors want to see. Like I said before, more outreach. Actually, after a medal in Tokyo, I did go to like a British school in Tokyo to speak to some kids.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I did a small warm up, talk to them, motivate them, take some pictures. So more of that stuff, fun stuff. So I'm open to a lot of stuff, to be honest.
Okay. Cause we used to yeah bus dance, down at Japan, Somebody asks about the dancing. And me I tell you straight, is one of your Calabar friend that asked a question there.
It was a fun time in Totori. I'm not gonna lie. It was a fun time. I just felt like having a vibe, because the Japanese people they're very welcoming. It was a great camp. They had these kids that came and gave us some medals that they made out of
Mm-hmm.
paper. So they put on a whole show for us. So it was just a vibe. It was just a vibe.
Yeah, man, it
Yeah.
was a good vibe, man. We catching up on the camera there, man. Yeah. Might we see a snippet of this interview on another platform tomorrow? What do you mean, Daniel? What do you mean? Me not understand. The only platform it go depend. Well, if Orlando I want put it on film platform, that is fine by me. Me know
Yeah,
me I go
man,
put it
sure.
on
You
my
can
platform.
you can just invite me as collaborator and
Yeah,
I just share it to my profile. Yeah,
yeah,
man,
man.
definitely.
So, people, if you don't have any more question, 1 hour and 18 minutes. I think this was a
Wow.
very, very touching, yeah, bridging. When you talk about Chaka, that's why I say no interview,
Yeah, yeah.
because I really never interview because from you take the mic, yeah, DJ, but it was good. I really loved it. Nobody knew that you could have done an interview like this, and you shared it so sequentially that I mean it was so easy to follow and all of these things. I love it, Bridget. Me not lie.
Yeah, man.
Not
Thanks,
because
thanks
not
for
because
having
I'm
me
a
again.
sure, not because I'm my sure, but we love it.
Thanks for having me again, man. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Shem, me now, or it's just if you guys not having any more questions, we don't want to dead your time on the show, man. You see me, I say so. I remember say we Orlando that basically bear it all, him tell me from the primary school of Calabar to senior when him just get him contract. Come right full circle to right now when he win the silver medal. So if you don't have any question, you just drop them in the chat. Yeah? Because we don't want to dead your time. And I mean, we want to keep, if it is short and spicy, we don't want to lengthen it, you know. So with something there. Above Algie, question above Algie. Coach, let me see, Algie. What's the average monthly budget for an athlete to be able to cover expenses comfortably and allow them to focus on training, etc.? That's a very brilliant question, Algie.
Budget. All right. So apart from the regular expenses like rent, food, as it pertains to supplements, I would say I put aside like roughly 50 to 60,000. Then muscles probably charge about 50, so that's like what 110. Additional therapy, Brad, as you say, probably another 45. That's what 155. Um, Roughly 200 to 250,000. It can be less, it can be more, depending on the time of the season. But supplements ranging from pills. I don't know if you want me to show you the amount of pills I have.
Of course, you can show it.
All right, so let me.
Shemi, he did answer that question about his manager, you know. And him say we can check it out on World Athletics. So all of the athletes, you want to find out who their managers are and stuff like that, you can go on World Athletics. Him say one name and I don't remember it. Guy no sound Jamaican. You understand?
Right, so this is just a few of them that I take.
That is just a few.
Just a few.
So
every single day after is my little group of friends. You know what I'm saying? So I have to take like two to three a day, and they're really expensive. Like this alone is almost $5,000. This is one. So yeah, it costs a lot for maintenance, and if you're on top of your game, you have to go to like special doctors for checkup. Then it costs way more. So being an athlete is no walk in the park, believe me.
So hold on. Well, I don't want to get too much in your business, but your contract, the contract that you have with Puma now, does it cover stuff like these?
Some contracts do. I won't get into the details, but some contracts do cover therapy and flight, so that would help some athletes, yes. But for the athletes that don't have a contract, then you know it's hard for them to travel, go to meets, and that type of thing. So even when you don't have a lot of competitions in Jamaica, it's at their disadvantage because they don't get race fit. So it's a lot of variables. Some of them mostly disadvantages, but it's just the game.
Wow. Yeah, man, you can imagine a whole lot of money is spent on maintaining. Plus, talk about your team that you have to pay. That comes with a lot. Because coaches, I only you mentioned Masu and whatever, but coaches get pay, manager forget pay, your team around you. So I mean, yeah.
And you have some people that have chefs.
Yes. So. What about psychologists? You seem to be one of those emotionally intelligent athletes.
Yeah, I don't need a psychologist.
You don't need a okay. All right, no problem.
My mind is like a fortitude. I mean, I did get demotivated, but I mean, it just bounced right back.
Hey, you see the way you tell us about you set up that zinc if you never motivated, may I tell you, nobody is not gonna motivate. Hey, they never call a zinc man or first. Well, you probably
No,
tell.
I never really told a lot of people about that, to be honest.
Oh yeah, so they're not giving a name. Cause you know they got Calabar, you must get name, you know.
They call me Roundhead.
Ronan, okay. Somebody say your flow is similar to Shelly, very comfortable in interviews and intelligence. So that is a kudos for you. Has the government notify you of any medal bonus?
Medal bonus? No, I don't know about that. So are you on YouTube? Not yet. Not yet. I need to work on that. Work on talking to the camera when no one else is around. So I'll work on that.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Huh? Let me see. Well, objectivity is saying that not everyone needs that. I'm suspecting that he's talking YouTube. I don't know still.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite dish?
Pork. Anything pork related.
Who's your favorite athlete?
I have a lot.
Who's your favorite hurdler?
Hurdler?
Yeah.
Daniel Williams.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. And probably Parchment as well.
Parchment. Okay.
Yeah, as a male figure. Yeah.
Which EPL team I carry?
EPL, Manchester City.
Yo, me I end the interview, yeah, man. Man, I'm a nice neighbor people. Me I end the interview. Favorite reggae boys?
Bailey, Leon Bailey.
Bolt or Asafa?
Bolt.
All right.
Also, one of my favorite athletes is Shellyan as well.
Then a must man. All right. Me now bother end the interview because you just attack. Shelly any day, all day, every day.
Yeah, man, she's a great inspiration, especially when you're like on the teams with her, see her in training, and you get to actually dialogue with her. Inspiration at its best. Inspiration. She was like, You're young, you have like 10 more years in the sport. I was like, I'm 26 this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
So that would so that would be 36. I would retire. I don't know. That seems like a long time.
Well, let's make sure so remember Orlando birthday panel. That's why I'm telling you to go follow him on the social. On flood him in comment section. Flood with happy birthday. After I'm give you this speech, this inspiration, man, on have to go big up the youth. You see me I say? Yeah, man. Any more questions? We can go about 2 more minutes. Hey, when you talk, Chuck and feel still enough.
Happy birthday in advance. Thank you very much. Thank you.
A lot of people come on this show now, Orlando, and we say, yo, all right, 45 minutes. And a 2 hour reach or 3 hours, but you're the 1.5 so far still with us. You know? Tell us about the car singer video with you and Janelle Brumfield. What was that about?
I don't even remember. Like, I don't even remember what car singer video. But me and Janelle are always like up to something. We're good friends. They at least need to have cash up and them things, man.
Let me see what question. Which field event, if you had to pick, would you switch to?
Probably triple jump or long jump.
Triple jump. Oh, remember you did say that the long jump before, you know? Hey, people remember that part of the interview that the man said him back nearly hit off for the edge of the pit. Somebody asking objectivity is asking if you are friends with Noah.
Yeah, we're cool. Yeah, man. No, it's actually very inspirational as well. River or
Um,
river or beach. Beach, definitely.
Beach. It's really sad that these athletes aren't being taken care of like how they really should. They deserve so much more. It's such a shame. Yeah,
You
you
got
got. I don't know, we had QBC going on last night, and the man said him get 50%. So I guess
yeah,
that answer.
it was paid out. Half of it was paid out.
Yeah, man.
What's your target in 110 meters? I would say sub 13, definitely.
Yeah,
Noah
somebody
is
the
up, no
ups.
friending. Well, me and him are good friends. I can't say about anybody else.
All right. Um, Sharon, he said Noah is very nice. All right. Hey,
Yeah,
you can't see it for real, look. You see, Noah, Noah give Chris a power talk in at the 200, you know.
yeah. I mean,
And
he's.
we have to big up Father Hype for that. A Father Hype, we call him, you know.
I mean, though, off, even like on the camera, off the camera, he's one of those person that will shed light on certain things. You know, his energy is like really contagious. You know, he's very educational. He teaches a lot. So I mean, he's cool in my book.
Okay. All right. So nothing to worry about. Cause not even Noah could have stopped the silver medal. Remember I want to say enough to trust Noah. And Noah could have stopped it. Hey, the people are not easy, you know. Somebody said outside of competition, Noah seems cool.
Did Grand
Um,
Slam track help you with training or your comeback slash recovery? I mean, I didn't really do that well at Grand Slam, so I would say it was just an another meet that I had to run.
so Joan is saying that if you can use your influencer and get Noah up on the show.
I I will I will not give any guarantee to that. No guarantee to that.
You hear
But
that, Joan? No guarantee. Me not ask you know, because me know that go. So me not contribute to that request there. He was trying to make up for what he did to I really appreciate this interview. I really did not know he was this easygoing. If the sponsors don't see the value in in this young man, I don't know what to tell them. He has all what it takes. So that is a big up coming from Next Level V.
much respect, much respect, much respect.
So yeah, get big up, you see?
Yeah,
That's why
man.
me I tell you say, just tell some of your friends them for forward, man.
Yeah, man,
People them
definitely.
there want see them on the show, you see me? Um yes, Onika, him Grand Slam money payout, man. And talk about civil and panic. I want to go know Jamaicans don't know forgive and forget, you know, man. Don't know easy, you know. Orlando, please tell Civil to come on the show.
Yeah, man, I'll give him a talk. Civil is not as outspoken as me though.
All right. But him do good interviews though, in my estimation.
Yeah, he's getting better.
Would you change anything about your career in track and field?
No, I mean it's a stepping stone. Everything is a stepping stone. Everything is a lesson. So I mean, you live and you learn. So no, I wouldn't change anything.
Okay. Um. All right. Yeah. So me I got tag Orlando's social media, Instagram. When we end the stream, I got tag it in the comment. So the people them can just click on it and follow you. Were you surprised Tyler won a bronze?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, he has great talent.
Yeah. Bring on Oblique, make them say them dead. Talk truth, bro. You would go Casey instead if you
All
have to
right.
change.
I think that's the last question of the night.
Algie! Algie, you mess up the thing, brother. If I talk about the pretty man, say even down to the case of the medal in our purple.
Calabar forever, Fortis never.
You hear that, Algie? All that. Anyways, Orlando, big up yourself. Appreciate it again, brethren. We hope that we'll sometime again link up in a forum like this, you know. And people me can tell you know, it was easy to have a conversation with Orlando outside of this interview. First we ever have a conversation and it was easy. You see me, I say like me say I was in a meeting and you know I had some troubles getting on. The time that we set it, I asked him for 15 more minutes and he was open for it. So again, really appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. Everybody in the chat, remember, go over to Orlando Bennett social media platform on a follow, leave a comment, flood the comment section. So the thing the algorithm can, you know, go up. You see me I say? So any last words you want to share with the fan base and an inspiration probably in a quote to some athlete out there who might be listening?
I mean, first of all, you know, I always appreciate you guys. Continue to stay on this journey with me. Now is a high, there might be a low. I mean, there could also be continuous highs. I just know that you will stay on the wagon with me, keep me in your prayers. And to any athlete out there that's going through a rough time, you know, just remember that if you keep working, if you keep believing in yourself, and you keep putting God first, you know, there can be miracles when you believe. So just keep going.
All right, big up yourself and thanks again. People,
Yeah,
big up on yourself. I just want to let you know, Navaski Anderson will be coming on to this program again. This is going to be Navaski's third trip on the coach's desk. So we hopefully big up yourself, Algie, for that super chat. Hopefully I'm not sure if next week is gonna go where Navaski is concerned, but we know that he's gonna be coming on the show. Navaski said he might come talk up the things. Remember, said the new record holder for 800. You know? The record there was just switching between him and Tyrese. So him say go forward. So Navaski will be on the show, and there might be another surprise, and it's another medalist. Big up on yourself. Stay safe, my people. Until next time, peace.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.